present Trivia Test Match. It's questions of trivia, it's the laws of cricket, and its umpire is Brian Johnston.
Thank you very much, and welcome to another in our series of one-day matches in which two teams try to find answers which are trivial or of even less importance than the plot of Twin Peaks. We're on our World Tour 1991, and today the horse and buggy has found its own way back to Hurst Cricket Club in Berkshire. I'm looking out now, rain has stopped play, and I think it's the narrowest side screen I've ever seen on any cricket ground, but all the bowlers here had very high action, so it's all right. Now to our team captains. First, the lyricist, who's been lucky enough never to have his songs recorded by Kylie Minogue, Tim Rice.
It's not often you get the opportunity to appear on the radio next to an urbane, witty, intellectual performer. And today, William Franklyn has that privilege.
Keep going, Brian. Keep going.
The opposing team is captained by someone who's appeared many times on television with David Frost, yet, despite that, manages to look quite cheerful. Captain Willie Rushton.
Very much. Thank you. Rubbing himself down in the showers beside me as I speak is a man who's a known success in films, mainly black and white, television, some colour, theatre. He's not unknown on the hit parade, Right Said the Womble, he sang. And he's still his luck had to change sometimes, which is why he's here today. Bernard Cribbins.
Thank you very much.
Now, the rules are roughly based on the laws of cricket, with questions worth 1 or 4 runs, with up to 6 questions per round, or over as we call it, and the rest of the rules are intended to confuse the players. Tim's team have won the toss by correctly working out the new VAT on £18.99 without using a calculator in under 5 minutes. So his side opens the batting, and Tim, will you choose your first question, please? Is it going to be
A
1
single, please,
or 4?
Brian. Just a single.
A novel without a hero is the subtitle to which book?
I think it was called The Silence, wasn't it?
It sounds like
Novel without a hero.
Novel without a hero.
Much hesitation in this single? No, you're not running it? No appeal coming?
Didn't get a question.
No.
I thought he'd have a quick single off the top, hardly worth listening. I thought.
The answer was Vanity Fair. Right, what do you want now?
Oh, the question would be a novel without a hero, probably. Was that what you said?
That was right.
Oh, right. Oh, I could have answered that. Oh.
Where was Bob Hope born?
He's born in London, wasn't he?
Whereabouts, yeah, but
Go on.
How's that?
Hang on, we're just
I want
building
a
up to
district.
it.
Oh, all right, fine.
Epsom.
Right, not Epsom. No, I'll take the appeal.
Eltham.
Eltham is right. That Eltham, London, so that means
Well
Yeah.
played.
you lose a wicket there, I'm afraid, Tim, and Willie, you get the batting.
Single,
well
shall
done
we?
with
You
that
know, that
appeal.
nice single about the novel with no name.
That's
Nice,
right, yes.
Get us off the mark.
Name 2 of Hancock's regular sidekicks in radio's Hancock's Half Hour.
You go for that, Cribbins.
Sid James, Bill Kerr, Kenneth Williams.
Yes.
And who was the lady?
Hattie.
Hattie Jakes.
Hattie Jakes.
You've got them all, Red. And there's Moira Lister, Gerald Campion, Patricia Hayes. But there we are. Well done. You've got your 1 run there. Well run.
And another one, please.
What is a lump sucker?
It's a fish that lies on the bottom and it has a sort of a suction disc on its belly and it holds onto rocks.
You've got tremendous
And
information about
I know
fish.
all about fish. Don't ask me about anything else, though. And the eggs are used as a substitute caviar
Why is it called a lump sucker?
because it sucks a lump.
Right, thank you very much. Who is the patron saint of France?
Sir?
Coquille Saint-Germain.
Saint-Germain-de-Prés.
No appeal.
How's that?
I'll take the appeal.
St. Vincent de Paul.
Bad luck. Think of either Compton or Thatcher.
St.
Margaret.
St. Denis.
Dennis.
St. Denis. But anyhow, your appeal was wrong, so
Oh, no wonder they're
Willie
in
gets
trouble.
another run, you lose another wicket.
Another one, please.
Another one. What is the largest living thing on Earth?
The redwood tree. in America.
Giant.
Big,
The giant.
giant sequoia. Whatever.
Sequoia.
Did you arrive early and look through the questions?
I did actually, yes. I did.
Well,
Now,
you
I
al-
know that catch one because everybody says the whale otherwise, don't they?
You
But
obviously
it's not a
looked at the
whale.
answers as well, because that's right, the giant sequoia.
sequoia.
Look at the
tree.
fours as well. We'll try for a 4 then, in case.
Right, fine. I'm not very good on the fours, Mill.
Right. What is the name of the new national anthem adopted by Australia in 1984?
Advance Australia Fair.
Right? That's the best boundary scored so far. A brilliant thing. I'll give you just one overthrow because it only didn't go over the ropes and was thrown back. If you can sing it.
Advance Australia Fair.
That's it.
Advance from here to there.
Right.
And when you get across the road, please come back again.
I'll give you an overthrow there.
And now for what it's worth. It's a bloody long way to Perth.
We don't want any more.
Oh,
than-
sorry.
Sorry.
Just going for extra runs there.
Second chorus. No, well,
Excitement's all to one.
Just one.
One.
Because we're
How
exhausted.
many are left after a baker's dozen is taken from a gross?
Oh, a hell of a lot.
Well,
Just a moment, he's working it.
131.
Absolutely right. 144
you.
minus 13.
Yes.
And that is over. And after the first over, then
Can we lie down now?
Willie and Bernard have scored
I've sung and
12
done mathematics.
for no
It's
wickets.
altogether too much.
And Tim and William Franklyn, I'm afraid, are 0 for 1.
Yes, retired hurt.
We have time on our side. A single, please, Brian.
Apart from being father and son, what do Sean and Jason Connery have in common?
Good golfers, both lacking.
No,
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah.
right.
How was it?
I'll take the
I
appeal.
feel they both played Robin Hood in some manner.
Did they win?
2-1, I think it was.
Yeah, right.
Last time.
I think Sean did.
Yeah,
They
quite
both
right.
made Marion.
You get that. You get one run, you get the batting, and I'm afraid Tim's lost another
Well,
wicket.
we're gonna
He's
bowl a
0 for
bouncer.
2.
I'm going to bowl a
Oh,
bouncer.
no. I must just explain about the bouncers because I'm sure our listeners may have forgotten about it. And you're going to bowl a bouncer, and if the batting team get this wrong, play passes to the opposition. So if Willie gets it wrong, you get the batting. And if they get it right, they score a 6. So you've got a chance of scoring 6, Willie.
Fine.
And this week, the bouncers take the form of, here's the answer, what is the question?
The answer is he held a glass of beer and a ferret and tied rotting meat and fruit to his body.
She's not Dennis Thatcher again. Is she?
How did he get Margaret round to his side?
Well, I don't think you're playing the bouncer at all well. I think
No,
we
we're not.
I'm afraid
No.
the bouncers scored.
Now, the question is, how did Mick Byrne, the world champion fly swatter, attract his prey?
Right.
Far off then.
So Willie's lost his first wicket, and you've now got the batting, Tim.
Tired, ill.
Go for a 4. We must get off the mark.
Paratitis is the medical name for what common illness?
Paratitis.
Paratitis.
Nice, Polly.
Is this your area, William?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's
Nice, Polly.
Luckily, it's not too common.
Too
Common
small a
illness.
paratites.
Well, that's nearer the answer than you think.
Is it? Oh.
Hernia.
No.
How's that?
two leg bars.
Slack tights.
The answer is mumps, and you do get rather sort of...
Well, that's what
swollen
you
in
need
certain
if you've got mumps, if you're a gentleman, don't you? You need... No, you do.
Tim,
You need very slack.
Tim gets 4 runs there.
Right, 2. And another
And
4, please.
what's the name given to a Muslim who has made a pilgrimage to Mecca? A difficult one. Anyone want to appeal?
Not a word.
And the answer is Haji, H-A-J-I, or Hadji, H-A-D-J-I.
We'll go back to a single, I think.
I think you better. Which British Prime Minister said in 1956, we're not at war with Egypt,
Eden.
we're in armed conflict?
Sir Anthony Eden.
Anthony Eden, one.
And another single.
How many balls on the table at the start of a frame of snooker?
23.
What rotten luck.
How's that? 22.
22 is right.
We'll have a 1, shall we? Single?
Oh, yes.
A single,
Yes,
please.
yes.
What are Winston, Mr. Gladstone, Darcy Spice, and the Duchess of Oldenburg? Or Borough, Oldenburg, I should
They're
say.
all cigarettes.
Are they really?
Have you ever puffed on a Duchess of Oldenburg?
Never.
I've certainly enjoyed many a Winston.
How's that?
Trying to give
they're
them up.
plants.
No, they're not plants, I'm afraid, so your appeal's wrong and Willie gets a run and keeps the batting. The answer are apples.
Oh, it's
They're
good.
apples.
Plant?
Funny that. Another single, please.
The cast of which film included Benny Hill, Rossano Brazzi and Noel Card?
Oh, it was
Yes,
the
yes.
Italian Job.
Yes.
It was the Italian Job. Well run. Get a single there.
Single, please.
How did Bambi's mother die?
Dear, this is a dreadful question. Killed by a hunter. Hunters.
Yes, she was hunted.
Yes, hunted.
She was shot by a hunter.
She was shot.
Yes.
She was shot. One run. Very sad.
Another single, please.
Which part of the human digestive system is no longer needed?
The appendix.
It's funny it's down there you were digesting, but that's quite right. The appendix. Unnecessary.
I'll
Another
leave it.
Doing
single.
awfully well. Oh, we go for a 4 because Cribbins is running hot here.
What is mock turtle soup made from?
This is your question, Willie. You answer this one. You're the nosher amongst us, so off you go, son.
It's made from sort of used washing up liquid, as far as I can tell.
It may taste like it, but that's not the answer. Any appeals on my left?
No, it's out of my social circle.
The answer is a calf's head. A calf's head. So there you
And
are.
leave the eyes in to see us through the week.
I don't think I shall have it anymore after that.
Just the one, then, I think.
What actress played the leading female role in High Noon?
Grace
Kelly.
Kelly.
Not Jean Kelly. I was about to say Jean Kelly. That's another
Grace
woman
He
Kelly.
was actually the
Grace
first
Kelly.
choice, but he couldn't do it.
That
because
is the,
he was
that is
having
the
a
end of
problem.
that over. And Willie and Bern are 20 for 1, and Tim is 5 for 3.
My
Well, a
goodness.
few boundaries and we'll be up there. Let's go for 4.
What was odd about the cricket match played between the Gentlemen of the Hill and the Gentlemen of the Dale at Linstead Park in Kent in May 1794?
Played in the nude?
Possibly.
They
don't
do a lot.
say.
They do a lot of that at Hurst.
Oh, they do.
Oh yes. Why do you think the Why do you think the ground's got a high wall round it?
The answer was it was played entirely on horseback.
Good heavens. Who's left this in the middle of the wicket, he said.
We will try for another 4. We're
I
still
think it's
struggling here.
advisable. What country has the oldest operative airline in the world? Operative airline.
Can't be British.
It's got the same-
Imperial. It wouldn't
Lufthansa.
You should think probably.
Lufthansa,
it-
no,
could-
nine.
Knowing the Australians
It is
were
the Netherlands. KLM started in 1919, so you don't get a 4
We'll
there.
try one more 4.
What
Not
composer said, "Pay no attention to what critics say. No statue has ever been put up to a critic."
A composer said that. Mendelssohn.
No, I'm sorry, Sibelius.
Who said it didn't finish, no doubt.
Well, there you are. So there are no 4 runs there.
Well, we'll go back to a single.
What does a viticulturist grow? Viticulturist. Viticulturist. What's he grow?
Oh, my fishy friend knows here.
Another fish question, is it? No.
Oh yes.
Cod's rose.
We've got to try and
How
delay
was
as
that?
much as possible,
I'll
because
take.
otherwise
You're
get
going to
in.
run. An appeal has come.
Oh,
to my-
appeals come in, and Mr. Cribbins is about. He's got his hand
I
up.
wouldn't know it was you who appealed. I don't know. Is it vines, sir? Vines?
What sort of vines?
Well, vines for
Grapevines.
grapes and things.
How do you know that? You've been looking at the.
I haven't. Don't stop saying that. You say that again, I shall go home.
The
crying.
answer is grapes. How does he know
Grapes.
that?
I told him.
Well done.
He's writing all these answers down for me. We'll have a single, please.
You're single. What were the first words ever spoken in a full-length film?
Oh, that was the old Al Johnston thing, wasn't it? You ain't heard nothing yet, or something like that.
Well, it's very, very like it. It's
Is
wait
it?
a minute.
Well, I didn't want
You
to say that
ain't
because
heard nothing yet.
that's the name of
Al
another
Johnston,
program,
in the
isn't it?
jazz singer.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Give another one.
Another one. Yes,
Another
we have
single,
another
please.
Name the children in the Railway Children. You should know.
I can't
this.
do that because I don't speak to them anymore.
Come on.
Bobby was one. Or do you mean the actual?
Yeah, well, you were intimate. Well, Roberta, so you called her Bobby.
Yes.
Was that Jenny Agutter?
No, the actual character.
I can't remember their names. Isn't that
Well, I
strange?
never did.
Jenny
No, I know their real names.
No,
but
we
I can't
wanted
think of
their
character
names
names.
The character
in the
names.
character, yes. Well, obviously we were not going to get a run there. Roberta, Peter, and Phyllis. Right, now, what do you want now, Willie?
Oh, just the one.
Who scored the first ever double century in cricket?
I haven't the faintest idea.
No, they haven't.
True,
No,
but,
they haven't.
How's that?
How about
How's that,
Already
Tim?
struggling.
I'll
Was
take
it-
your
was
appeal.
Was it William Ward?
Very good indeed. Absolutely right. William Ward, 278. 278 for MCCV Norfolk at Lords in 1820. So you get a mark there, and you get the batting, and Willie lose the wicket. So it's 6 for 4. You are, and Willie is 22 for 2. What do you want?
Well, we'll have a 4.
What is the actual playing time underlined in a game of American football?
An hour, 1 hour, 60 minutes.
Absolutely right. Because although it takes 3 hours, this is because the network's demands for commercial breaks. But 60 minutes is the actual play.
Yes.
Very good fall there. That really
Yes.
A bouncer, please.
Right.
Thrust the table down the front of your trousers.
This is the
Here it
first
comes.
bouncer. This is the first bouncer we've had, and if the batting team get this wrong, play pass it to Willie. But if you get it right, Tim, you do stand a chance of scoring a 6.
I'm very confident.
And once again,
Here's the answer.
yes, the answer is what's the question?
She was only seen from the waist up because a chimpanzee was clinging to her leg. She only seen it from the waist up because a chimpanzee was clinging to her leg. Doesn't say which leg, but it was one of them.
And what's the question? William might have answered.
Jane, that's it. Jane was Tarzan's girlfriend. Should we work on that premise that it might have been Jane?
Keep going
No.
on that premise, Bill. You're really in deep. Deep.
It was obviously a television presenter.
Could have been Leslie Judd on Blue Peter, to go back to a
No,
video
no,
program
not
I
even
heard
close.
4 weeks ago.
Not even close.
I'm afraid the bouncers won yet again.
Yeah, we'll
What's
build it on that.
What's the question?
The question is, what was odd about Cilla Black's first TV appearance in America? She was only seen from the waist up because a chimpanzee was clinging to her leg.
Not much you can say after that, is
Not
there?
really, no.
Just the one, please.
Just the one. What is the capital of Guatemala?
Off you go, Bill. Good on
Thanks,
this.
thanks. Where is Guatemala?
I've no idea. That's why I asked you to answer it.
How's that?
Bogota. No, it's somewhere else.
Guatemala
No,
City.
I'll take the appeal.
Guatemala City.
Guatemala City is right, so you get a run.
Well
Turd a
done.
lot.
I know.
He's turd
You
a
get
He's
the
lot.
just
batting,
offered two,
so
you know.
you're now 11 for 5. Tim's lost. Willie's lost another wicket. He's 22 for 3.
Let's try another 4.
Why not? What is the more common name for the ailment hemicrania?
Oh, why do we get all these medical ones, Bill? Are you?
Hemicrania.
It's half your brains packed up.
It may do.
It's rather like we are tonight, actually. Because Oliver, another word for migraine.
I don't know the
Ollie
diagnosis.
and
Hemisphere.
No, I don't think it's
Hemicrania.
Hemi is to be hemmed in, is to press.
No, it's not. It's what you have around the bottom of the frock. Is a hem.
Well, like I said, the answer is a very simple one. You've got it very nearly right. Migraine.
I've just said migraine. Did you hear me just say
No, I didn't hear anything.
I didn't
No.
hear him say
I
migraine.
just
Not
said
a thing.
migraine.
Didn't get over
Just
here.
say
Say
quietly,
migraine?
yeah. If you like to play this recording back, although it's live, of course. You will, if this is ever recorded, you'll be able to play it back, and you will have a muttered migraine underneath all this.
This game is played by gentlemen. I will accept your word, and you get 4 runs.
Thank you. I'm very glad that you and I are on this.
You don't look too ashamed, so I
No,
think you must have said
absolutely.
it.
Game is played by gentlemen, but the
Well, that
umpire
takes you
is
up to
not
15 for 5.
We'll go for another 4.
Another 4. Which World War II bomber was built partly out of plywood?
The mosquito.
It was indeed. Frame of wood and the
No
skin
need
was
to
of
cheat there,
plywood.
Bill.
No, Waring and Gillow.
4 runs. Right.
Would you like a little background information? Would you like some background information? Waring and Gillow factory in Lancaster.
Here we are. We got.
Very good.
We're another medical thing. What would be wrong with you if you was suffering from hyperidrosis? Hyperidrosis.
You have an extraordinary speech defect.
You might have loose teeth.
It's an anagram for Malcolm Wilkinson, isn't it?
No.
Water comes into it. Water.
No, that's hyper.
Well, loosely, but
Hydra.
Hyper.
Hyper.
Hyperidrosis. Any answer? No. The 4's not getting the bound. You're going to.
No, we don't do medical stuff over here.
Only fishing
The
tackle.
answer is what we're all doing here tonight under these hot lights: excessive sweating.
Good.
So you don't get any 4 there.
Well, we'll have a single now. We're a bit tired of it.
Yes. All right. How many times does the word "and" appear in the Bible to the nearest 5,000?
Ask for a medical one. You'd be better off.
Or even a fishing one.
Adam and Eve won.
I don't think we shall have time.
And then there's that page about begatting, isn't
Oh, yeah,
there?
yeah.
38,362.
38,000.
Nowhere near.
No, well, it is very near. It's very
Is it?
bad luck.
That's what I said.
The answer was 46,227.
No, he wasn't within 3, though, was he?
No, within 5. Bad luck, but very well
But I
played.
don't include the apocrypha.
You're 19 for 5.
A single.
A single. Statistically, how many months after marriage is the first child most likely to be born? This is done on a sort of general average.
We're
Statistically.
talking about today.
Well, yeah, I mean,
It depends what sort of a cricket season it's been, really, doesn't it?
17.
In Australia, it comes
you
later.
say
doesn't it?
17 months. 17 months is wrong. Any appeal?
We don't like-
13.
No, you have
You have to
appeal.
appeal.
Oh,
I wouldn't
sorry.
keep very quiet.
No, well, I won't then.
The answer is 27 months,
You're
much
right,
longer than you think.
You were well advised there.
Yeah, thank you, Skipper.
Right, 19 for 5, 22 for 3.
How many
Willie,
balls
still?
left in this over, umpire? One?
One more ball.
A 4.
A 4. What European country hasn't been at war since 1814? There's one which has never been at war since... Portugal is wrong. Am I hearing an appeal? No?
Peru. Is Peru in...
How's that? This is a reversal back for us. Switzerland.
No, the answer is that well-known neutral country, Sweden.
Sweden?
Sweden. So that's the end of the over, and Tim and William Franklyn are 19 for 5, and William Byrne and Cribbins are 22 for 3, so it's pretty level.
Oh, yes.
Willie, what do you want?
Got a bit more. Single. Single, please.
Right. What did Aristotle think made a person lustful?
Mrs. Aristotle.
I think the one about a lot of cold baths, was it? The one?
No,
I
that
said
was
what
Archimedes.
did
that
not
was
Buddha?
Archimedes.
That was his principle. I was thinking excessive retina.
What's Retsina?
Retina, that disgusting
Oh.
Greek wine that tastes of pencils.
Oh, that's not. No, it has other effects on you. The answer is beans.
bean.
Oh, really? Protein.
He obviously got the wind up, so there we are.
Another
Right.
single then, please.
How does Parliament begin each day's sitting?
With a prayer, a song.
Yeah, well,
Prayer mainly.
with prayers. One run. Well done. You're doing well.
Proves they don't work.
What do you want now?
Another single?
Yes,
Skipper?
please, yes.
Skipper. Like
Who
a
was
single.
the only American president to have been divorced?
Whoopee, yes.
Wasn't over.
How's that?
Coolidge.
I'll take the appeal.
Reagan.
Reagan is right.
Oh, yes.
So you lose a wicket, Willie. You're 23 for
exciting.
4, and Tim gets the batting. And he gets a run. He's 20 for 5.
Let's have a 4. Let's go for it.
When were trousers first issued to the British Army? Plus or minus 25.
10:30 in the morning? 25 years.
25 years, yes.
Trousers.
No, trousers as opposed to things that put the putties round. Were they actually the bottom end? Were they had another name?
He's doing it again, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's doing it again. He's
You
going to
must
say,
either
I
hit the
mentioned
ball
that,
to the
Dave.
boundary or
No,
not.
this is actually called deliberating, actually, because the ground is
Get
a
that
bit...
ball.
Oh, flanneling, that's what it's called.
1857.
1857 is wrong. Any appeal?
1742.
Wrong. 1827. So we were very
Not bad, not bad.
So that's the answer, and I've got to reveal to you, we're coming up now to the last over with the
Over.
scores.
Right.
Tim and William are 20 for 5, and William Bernard are 23 for 4, and I've forgotten who's batting.
We are.
You are, right, Tim.
We'll go for 4.
In what film
send a bouncer.
did Mike...
Oh,
You didn't get it, I've got to give the
Exactly.
question first.
All right.
In what film did Michael Caine play a thriller writer?
Sleuth.
No, Death Trap. Or both.
No,
No, Death Trap. Death
he's
Trap.
doing it again, isn't he?
In Sleuth, it was the underbloke.
Is there an appeal?
Migraine
I
connection.
did
You're
Death
all
Trap.
wrong. The answer is Pulp. Not many
He
people
played
know
a thriller
that.
writer in Death Trap because I played the part on stage, and he's a thriller writer.
He was.
He was a thriller writer.
Surely
Oh,
you
yes, he
tear
was.
this question up, gentlemen.
Yes, I would.
Tear it up, yes.
But make
one.
certain that we get our 4 runs.
Another
You
one
want
down
another
to-
4?
Here's
Yeah.
a bouncer.
Yes, not 4,
Oh.
yes.
No, wait a second. No, let him have his 4 because
We're going to go for a 4 now.
we torn that one.
All right,
up.
I see.
Who tried to claim tax relief for depreciation on his lawnmower?
Tear it up, it's rubbish.
I know. Yes, of course. It had to be surely John
He's
Arlott.
doing it again.
You say John
What do you
Arlott.
think? Never bother with the Arlott? Because he did those originally.
I've got printed here lawn mover, but I think they mean lawnmower.
Our vice captain,
Well,
who's in
any
great
appeal?
form, says John
You don't
Arlott.
like... No, we'll keep quiet.
The answer was W.C. Fields.
Good heavens.
Right, and now you'll go a bouncer.
Now
for me,
we've got
Willie.
our bouncer.
A bouncer,
Yes,
right.
Yes. Here is the answer. She blows bubbles at him.
How does the male whale, and how does the female whale attract a mate?
Oh.
No. So how does a female goldfish indicate to a mate she's ready to lay her eggs? Another matter altogether.
Yes. I mean, one's a fish and one's a mammal, isn't it?
Yes.
They know nothing over there, do they? About fish or anything.
We'd like to bowl a bouncer now,
Good, I'm just ready for one of these.
which we are going to entrust to our vice-captain.
The answer is he opens his mouth in a huge yawning gape, bellows, and emits a series of foul-smelling belches.
This is something to do... Now, listen to this, Willie, because you'll learn something here.
With Dennis Skinner.
No. This is something to do... Brian Walden? No. This is the male elephant seal. Something to do with the male elephant seal. No?
No.
Right, let's have it.
How does a fighting hippopotamus confuse his opponent?
See, he wasn't far.
He opens his mouth in a huge yawning gape,
Not a
bellows, and
million-
emits a series of foul-smelling
Not a
belches.
million
Right,
miles
so I'm
away.
afraid you lose a wicket there, Willie. You're 23 for 5. Tim, you've got the batting at
A four,
20
a
for
four.
6.
A four.
And the 3 balls left. A 4. Why was the marathon extended by 385 yards at the 1908 Olympics?
Why was the what extended?
The marathon.
The marathon. So I've gone a bit mutter.
I know, yeah. Michael Caine wasn't taking part.
It was originally 26 miles, and they discovered that the distance from Marathon to wherever the bloke ran, in the first place, Athens...
No, there was a definite reason for it.
Definite reason, I haven't a clue.
Well, the definite reason is so that the finish could take place directly in front of the royal box at the White City.
Were we not allowed to answer that?
That's what Mr. Cribbins was going to say, is that all the listeners realised from his gulping noises.
I wish we'd have heard that.
I was making a noise like a male hippopotamus
Yes.
then, wasn't I?
Were you to have the slow action replay, you would hear him saying quite clearly.
Yes.
I wish we'd have heard an appeal.
Yeah.
Right, now,
A four.
A
four.
four, my kingdom football.
What is nosology? N-O-S-O-L-O-G-Y.
Nosology.
think we'll leave
Nosology
this to
or
the
nosology,
opposition,
whichever way you like.
Go for it, Tim.
Well, have
I haven't a clue, it's petrol pumping.
No, my classical education is
No.
on par with
No
my knowledge
appeal?
of fishing.
No, I don't think so.
The
No.
answer is the classification of diseases. So now all rests on this last
know.
question, Tim.
A four.
A 4.
Has to be.
Which is the only major international sport which originated in America? The whole game depends on this
Yes.
answer. Wait, we must give him a
A
chance.
major international sport. Basketball.
It is right, so you win.
We've got more wickets.
What a
about
magnificent
lacrosse?
game. We come to the end of this limited over match and taking a look out there at the scoreboard. We're using a cigarette packet to keep the score. I can tell you that Tim and William Franklyn have won 24 for 6 against 23 for 5 with Willie and Bernard Cribbins. What a splendid game. So once again, if we can just have a little word from the winner.
Well, I think that my vice-captain's liberal interpretation of the rules was a factor. To put it mildly.
Willie, have you got anything?
I think we put it down to the migraine connection. I think it'll be very interesting to hear the programme back.
It might be better backwards than that way.
Otherwise, we should have had more fish questions. Quite frankly.
Anyway, our thanks to Bernard Cribbins and William Franklyn. So until the